Regular session of the 14th Sangguniang Panlunsod is now called to order. Kindly take your seat for the roll call.
Honorable Cecilia Bebelus de Asis, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer present. Roll call on the members. Honorable Jesse R. Albius present. Honorable Lucilito S. Edel Rosario present. Honorable Hildy Rosales absent. Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Binafe present. Honorable Hilda Gail R. Abunal present. Honorable Vidal P. Castillo present. Honorable Jose Serranyola absent. Honorable Jose B. Perez present. Honorable Salvador M. Castillo present. Honorable Antonio B. Beltran present. Honorable Maria Corazon M. Peñaflor on official business. Honorable Mary Kylie Francine B. Tripolca absent. Madam Chair, there is a quorum.
Next item.
Prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, as we deliberate in today's session, give us the wisdom to overcome passion. Give us that understanding heart to do away with prejudice. Give us the foresight to know what the future may devise. Give us the courage and strength to seek the truth and what is good. Give us the facility of language that we may be understood. And finally, our Lord, make us worthy public servants of the city. We deeply love and highly honor Naga City, the heart of Bicol. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Next item.
Pambansang awit.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, luyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidiling, lupa ng araw ng luwal at pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa iyo.
We'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Gryphon Fire Volunteer and Rescue Naga, Maine, CSBA Association Incorporated, who are present in today's session. We acknowledge the presence of Councilor G.L. Rosales. Next item.
Privilege time.
Anybody who like the Honorable Benafe? Naitut kang nag-raise, kailang siyang nainot magtindog.
Our presiding officer, Honorable Vice Mayor Nene de Asis, ma'am, my colleagues in this august body, our guests this morning, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Recently, the DILG Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos Jr. called for the courtesy resignation of all third-level senior officers of the PNP, with ranks of full-fledged colonel up to the top-ranking generals, with a total number of 953 officers. The DILG Secretary, who is also the chairman of the National Police Commission, made the decision after finding that some high-ranking PNP officers are involved in illegal drugs, which accordingly includes even some generals. A day after Secretary Abalos called for resignations, the Chief PNP General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. heeded the call and led the top-ranking officers in tendering their courtesy resignations in order to show support and compliance as well as to set the example for other officers to follow. General Azurin readily and humbly submitted himself to be evaluated and assessed by a 5-member committee, which includes therein lifestyle checks. As of the latest information I received, there were already 929, or about 97.45%, who submitted their courtesy resignations out of the expected 953. This is very significant indeed, considering that the given deadline for submission of resignations is still on January 31, 2023. It is noteworthy that most of the senior PNP officers who have a lot to lose reacted positively and readily heeded the call to tender courtesy resignations, a mark of good breeding and good examples of being worthy government officials. Of course, this is in clear contrast to some officials of other agencies. Here in the Bicol region, the PNP Regional Director, General Rodolfo Dimas, led the signing of the resignation of the 27 other third-level police officers, which consisted of 2 generals and 26 colonels. According to General Dimas, like all good soldiers, they follow their superiors. They will support the noble intention of the DILG Secretary to cleanse the PNP ranks of biscalawags and corrupt officials. True to General Dimas' pronouncements, the Naga City Police Office, under the leadership of Colonel Nelson Pacalso, did their fair share in cleansing the community of illegal drugs through intensified and intelligence-driven police operations, hitting hard on high-value targets, which had a significant impact on the drug situation not only in Naga and Camarines Sur, but the whole Bicol region as well. More than 3 kilograms in total amount of illegal drugs were confiscated in 119 drug-by-bus operations from January to December last year, whereby several persons were arrested and at least 32 cases were filed in court. But even more significant is the accomplishment at the start of this year, this January 2023. Already 10 by-bus operations have been conducted, which resulted to the recovery of more than 2.2 kilos of illegal drugs, that is shabu, amounting to about 15 million in value. This has been conducted by the NCPO operatives, along with officers and personnel of concerned units and police station in whose jurisdiction the operation was conducted. These significant accomplishments in January, which resulted in the arrest of high-value targets who are also responsible for dumping illegal drugs in Naga City, reflects the amount of hard work, perseverance, and risk by our not so recognized and rewarded police personnel who have contributed a lot to keep our city a safer place and with lesser threats from illegal drug pushers. Surely, the good words of appreciation from us, city officials, will mean a lot in encouraging our hardworking policemen who risk their life and limb on the job to carry on the good work. It is therefore the intention of this representation to recommend to this august body to be included in the SBO in today's session a resolution congratulating and commending the responsible personnel of Naga City Police Office, from the City Director down to the members of the operating teams, including those who participated as witnessing barangay official and media personnel who participated in the significant and high-impact anti-illegal drug operations in the city. And I so move, Madam Chair and colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Benafe. Anybody else would like to avail? Honorable Beltran? The privilege. We acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Mary Kyle Francine Trifulca.
Sa sakuyang pag-iriba sa lokal na gobyerno kang Naga, sa pamamayo ni Attorney Nelson Ligacion, Vice Alcalde Nene De Asis, mga amigo, amiga sa media, asin sa satuyang mga bisita, mga nagdadalan sa FB Live, asin sa satuyang kahimanwa, Diyos marhay na aga po sa satuya gabos. Pun kadto sa Kudgunyan, bistado ng maray ang satuyang syudad bilang sentro kang maray asintanos na paggugobyerno. Ning huli sa kolektibong pag-iskusar kang mga opisyales asin empleyado kang syudad, ngarig masyerto na harani sa mga tao ang mga serbisyo asin silag na sistemang pinapautog. Sa tabang kang mga nagkairinot na mga opisyales kang syudad, asin sa danay na pagpaurog kang napunang sistema kang presenteng administrasyon. Binukosanta ang satuyang mga opisina sa tao, ngarig iibasinda sa pagpanday kang mga reglamentos. Asin siniguro na mayong nababayaan puon sa pagpapalakop kang impormasyon hasta sa pag-implementar kang mga bagong pasar na ordinansa. Katakod ka ini, ngunya na bagong taon, naihiling tapo ang importansya kang pagpapakusog kang silag na paggugobyerno. Dahil ako po ang personal na nagtutubod na mas mapapakusog ang partisipasyon kan sa tong mga kahimanwa sa pagpapapusog asin pagtalubo kang syudad sa dawa anong aspeto sinda nag-aaram kang mga hiro-hiro kang mga nanunungdan. Puon sa barangay hasta sa lokal. Huli po igdi kang mga nagtalikod na taon, kita po nagkaugwa ning pagkakataon na makabisto ning sarong grupo ning may mga pagmakulog sa satong syudad. Namaawot kitang tabangan, ngarig marealisar ang sakong mga naunambitan. Sa pamamayo kang dating City Youth Mayor 2006, Mr. Carlo Largosa, kami nagkaigwang maray na pag-ulay, manungod sa pagbugtak ning Transparency Board sa 27 barangay kang Naga. Na nagmamaawot na pakusugon ang bisilidad kang mga proyekto, polisiya, asin anunsyo kang mga barangay. Sa tabang kang grupo ni Mr. Largosa, ang pagpapakusog kang silag na paggugobyerno, marirealisar ning huli tasasaguton kan sa indang grupo ang mga materyales na gagamiton sa pagbugtak kang mga Transparency Board na 8x8 with steel frame o duwang plywood. Sinda po ang manginginutan sa pagmantinir asin pag-update kang mga periodiko sa naunambitang Transparency Board. Asin bilang partisipasyon kan sa tong syudad, kita matabang sa paagi ning pagtao ning libre o list free na duwang lugar o espasyo kada barangay kung saan ibubugtak ang Transparency Board. Asin pagsiguro na may supply ning ilaw sa kada Transparency Board na may LED o solar lamp. Ang araw kaining mga inisyatibo, iyo man po ini ang sarong simba sa kamaawotan kang presenteng Presidente Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Napakusugon ang partnership sa tahaw kang lokal na gobyerno asin mga pribadong institusyon sa irarom kang 3P, Program, Project, and Partnership Initiative. Ini po ang sarong ladawan na ang satong mga kahimanwa, yaon pirmi sa pag-alalay para sa mga kapwa kahimanwa, asin sarong senyales man na nanggad ang satong syudad daing palya sa pagsiguro na nalalaoman, nangangataman, asin nasasarigan. Ang satuyang sistema asin satuyang obligasyon na daita palampason ang araw kaining pagmakulog kang mga nagenyo. Ngunyang taon padagos kitang manginutan sa pag-abante kang diretsos kan satuyang mga namamanwaan. Bilang pagrespeto, bako sana ang sa indang derechos, asin personal na interes, kundi bilang nagmamato-mato sa mga barangay. Dakulang bagay asintabang ang arog kaining proyekto sa padangat tang syudad. Digdi sa naga, gana ang mga taga-naga. Diyos mabalos po.
Thank you, Honorable Beltran. Anybody else? Honorable Perez?
Our beloved Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, my dear colleagues, members of the media, our guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am not here to report about the recent official travel that I had last week. On instructions of the City Mayor, I led the learning visit from January 16 to 20 to at least 8 places of interest in Metro Manila and the city of Tagaytay in Cavite. Our task was to observe, explore, and cross-examine the various best practices of these localities in terms of infrastructure development, urban planning, environment care, operation and maintenance of sports and adventure facilities, as well as convention centers by LGU and the private sector, and other challenges relevant to urban development. But as I said, I will not at this moment indulge in them. City Mayor Nelson Ligacion will report out the results of our learning visit, the challenges to be faced, and the various projects that his administration has lined up for this year and the next. His proposed projects and the commitments that he has received so far involve billions of pesos in financial assistance from different national government offices and foreign funding agencies. Ang masasabi ko lang, iyo, ang manungod, ang makatutristing kamugtakan, kantinampo sa Andaya Highway. About 2 weeks ago, before I left for Manila, I found myself at the Naga PNR office for a one-on-one, face-to-face dialogue with PNR Naga Division Manager Eric Tanay. I wanted to know about the situation hounding the Philippine National Railways. Well, things have not been good, except for the press release that says that funding contracts have been signed for the start of the restoration of the Philippine National Railways. But that is for the North-South Commuter Railway project of the PNR, which at this moment or until 2027 does not yet include the Lucena to Daraga line. Ang gustong sabihin, di po kita kabali sa planong restoration sa ngunyan na time frame. And while those in Lucena and the railroad towns in Laguna experience comfortable travel to and from Manila via the PNR Metro commuter trains, we here in Bicol have only the Naga-Sipocot train trips via the dilapidated coaches. The good thing is that they are traveling 3 times daily, and there is a reliable division manager that supervises them. I'm referring to Mr. Tanay. Fares are at only 12 pesos for Pamplona, 22 to Libmanan, and 32 to Sipocot, and vice versa. Araw po kayang kabarato ang pamasahe sa tren. But sometimes the trip is cut short, up to Libmanan only, because of soft or sinking soil underneath the rails in Barangay Awayan in Libmanan, especially on rainy days. To recall, during the country's halcyon days, before our fathers were embroiled in World War II, the then Manila Railroad Company, the forerunner of the Philippine National Railways, put into operation on September 30, 1931, the first Bicol train. About 7 years later, on May 8, 1938, the unified system of railroad from San Fernando, La Union in the north and Legazpi in Bicol was formally inaugurated. During the war, the Japanese Imperial Army took control of the railway until the enemy surrendered in 1945. In the decade of the 70s, government priorities shifted and a Philippine-Japan Friendship Highway was built. Kasabay kayan si 5-star Hotel man sa Legazpi. If you don't see the irony there, siguro dahil pa ka munamudag, yan pong pinakamagina hotel dyan sa Legazpi sa may itaas kang, yan, kasabay po yan kang paggibo kang Philippine, kaning South Road. Taang secretary ka ito kang DPWH, ang agum po, taga-Albay. That is well documented in the press of the 1970s. May kuyan pa kayo, may casino. Pero estudyante pa lang ako kaya. And the railroad was relegated to its own backwaters. Kaya ito pong Iguanang Highway. In its place, reconditioned buses and trucks from Japan and the much faster airliners took over. By the late 1990s and until now, PNR trains and the railroad look battered and reeling from neglect, mismanagement, and typhoons. The train then was my only mode of transportation when I was a young student in Manila. I remember that only a few years ago, while operation of the Manila-Bicol train, known as Bicol Express, had been finally stopped, the Naga to Legazpi to Sipukot commuter services with trips in the morning and afternoon were put in operation. To make the story short, the Naga-Legazpi route was eventually left to rot on its tracks following the collapse of the Ligao-Ginobatan Bridge in Barangay Travesilla, while fortunately, the Naga-Sipukot commuter trains, despite their old, dilapidated coaches, up to this day, remain to bring passengers to Naga. And Division Manager Tanay has brought me some bit of good news. While the North-South commuter rail project of the PNR is about to be ongoing in the Bulacan to Manila segment of the project, the small gauge trains, rails, and coaches are expected to be dismantled to pave the way for the standard gauge that will henceforth be used in the full rehabilitation of the PNR. Tanay said these coaches to be discarded, whose type the Naga Bicol line still uses, may as well be transported to Naga to beef up its fleet for Naga Sipukot and hopefully for Naga Legazpi with more train and coaches and thus bring about more commuter train trip schedule. Kinakaipuhan lang na may transport tulos ang mga train and coaches na yaan mo yan sa Bulacan habang may release pa na pasiring po sa Manila, sa Caigdi, sa Naga.
More than 5 minutes.
Pwede po, kadikit na lang. Dikit na lang po.
Kindly finish your privilege speech.
Dikit na lang, medyo yun na po, kaya ni si concluding part. And while, thank you very much, Vice Mayor, and while kadakol pang drama towards the eventual rehabilitation of the PNR that will extend to Bicol under the so-called PNR South Long Haul Project, and their start of work and completion, we do not know when. Mas marhay pa siguro, hagadon ta na trabahuhon, asin ibalik sa lalong madaling panahon ang nadiskaril na Naga Legazpi commuter train service with more trip schedule. Everyone knows, pero lang kaining mga politiko, ining mga leaders na kakaputkan sa tuyang renda, kang gobyerno, that without trains back on their track, Such commuter service will help decongest road traffic between the provinces of Camarines Sur and Albay. Dikit na lang. Its cheap fare and safer mode of travel will be a huge relief to the majority of our poor travelers who are suffering enough from skyrocketing prices of basic commodities, low income, and hopelessness towards the efficient delivery of primary services to our people. The one paragraph na lang. It is on this point that I would like to call on the two governors of Albay and Camarines Sur, along with the congressmen, city and town mayors, our local business leaders, and stakeholders to join our hands together and work for the restoration of the Naga-Legazpi commuter train service and for the rest of the Bicol governors, congressmen, city and town officials, and Bicolano Senator Chis Escudero to press and lobby hard for the quick rehabilitation and restoration of the iconic Bicol Express. And we believe, sarap na lang, and we believe that this task would be less difficult because the Undersecretary of the Department of Transportation for Rails happens to be the hardworking fellow Bicolano, the Honorable Cesar Chavez. Inay na po ang pinakasupas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. 7 minutes. We are only allowed 5 minutes for your privileged speech. Next time, mag-practice na muna bago. Anybody else would like to avail of the privileged time? None? Next item.
Reading and approval of the order of business.
Honorable Del Castillo.
I move to dispense with the reading of the order of business and move for the inclusion of the following items. Under special business or order, Madam Chair, the subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Omar Buenafe. Likewise, the still under SBO, the privileged speech of the Honorable Antonio Beltran. Under unfinished business, the committee report of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, the report of the Committee on Appropriations, the report of the Committee on Laws, Ordinances in Reorganization and Women and Gender Development. Still under unfinished business, Madam Chair, the proposed ordinance sponsored by the Honorable Jose Perez regarding the naming of streets at Barangay Carorayan. Still under unfinished business, the proposed ordinance sponsored by the Honorable Gil Rosales entitled An Ordinance Promoting Individual Citizens' Participation in Naga City's Legislative Process. Still under unfinished business, Madam Chair, the answer to the complaint submitted by Punong Barangay Jose Peñas of Del Rosario. Still under unfinished business, the email from the Fernandez Homeowners Association. Under new business, the endorsement coming from the Office of the Mayor, endorsing the Memorandum of Agreement for Work Immersion Partnership between the City of Naga and Universidad de Santa Isabel. Still under new business, the endorsement coming from the Trimobile Task Force, still under new business, Madam Chair, the letter coming from Leo Nacario regarding his surrendering of the franchise issued in his favor. Still under new business, the letter coming from the Naga College Foundation with regards to a certain passer from their institution. Still under new business, the endorsement coming from the Office of the Mayor, endorsing the proposed contract of lease for space binding as requested by the Globe. Under other matters, the letter coming from the Office of the Deputy Executive Secretary for General Administration, Office of the President, with regards to our resolution number 2022-812 on the matter of our request to be declared as highly urbanized city. Still under other matters, Madam Chair, a list submitted to the Sangguniang Palunsod with attachment coming from the St. Joseph School. And last, Madam Chair, the attachment to item number 1 of other matters regarding the National Convention of the Philippine Councilors League on March 9 to 11, 2023. With all the inclusion, Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the order of business.
Any second inclusion, Honorable Del Rosario?
I'd like to request that we invite in today's session, Madam Chair, City Administrator Baldemoro, pertaining to some resignations of some key officers of the city. I'd like to seek clarification from the City Administrator.
So the Secretary is instructed to invite Honorable Baldemoro, our City Administrator. Honorable Castillo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With the consideration of this body, Madam Chair, may I request, Madam Chair, that number 5 in the new business be transferred in the special business of order, the request of the City Smile Vendors Association, Madam Chair, considering the group who requested, Madam Chair, are with us. They are here with us. Because, Madam Chair, the request of the City Smile Vendors Association was not included in our last session. So, with the consideration of this body, Madam Chair, I move that the request of the City Smile Vendors Association be transferred in the special business of order number 8. So, I move, Madam Chair.
You get the permission first from the Committee on Rules.
Yes, Madam
Del
Chair,
Castillo.
with the indulgence and consideration of the Committee on Rules, Attorney CPA Lawyer Salvador Del Castillo, may I request, Madam Chair, that this item be transferred in the special business of order number 8.
Honorable Del Castillo, Chair of the
If
Committee
we
on
will
Rules.
transfer that matter, Madam Chair, to SBO, the presence of the market superintendent, the PNP and the PSO is necessary. Because there are another matter before us today, which is also requesting for the use of that space along Kinastilluan in Plaza Quezon, which is also calendared today. So if the presence of the market superintendent, the representative from the Philippine National Police, and PSO will be around, then we can transfer that and can be disposed today.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Del Castillo. Honorable Castillo.
That is the reason, Madam Chair, why I move for the transfer of this item, considering of the limited time. Because the request of the PNB, they are requesting that area be permitted for their car loan activities. Ang sa enda pong request, February 15. So, ang request ng Smile Vendors up to 14. Na dapat po isibong ta, and considering that every year, we approve the request of this group. So, I think, Madam Chair, there is no other necessary to request the presence of Market Superintendent Florendo, and we will just coordinate with the Philippine National Police for the request of this group, Madam Chair.
Honorable Del Castillo. So,
I have already stated my position, Madam Chair.
so you're not agreeable to transfer it to SBO? Okay.
Madam Chair, if the body so desires, I cannot do anything about it.
So who is Honorable Del Rosario?
I think, Madam Chair, we can transfer this to SBO. However, we request the presence of those individuals named by Councilor Del Castillo to be present before we can discuss it.
Thank
We
you,
transfer it to SBO, Madam.
Honorable Del Rosario, because I've heard that the Honorable Castillo is saying that no need to invite those who are mentioned by the Honorable Del Castillo. But if the body so desire, we will transfer it to SBO and invite the persons mentioned by the Honorable Del Castillo. Any second to the motion? Second. Okay. The Secretary is instructed to invite the PSO, PNP, and Market Superintendent. So it will be transferred to SBO. Next item. So the agenda with the following inclusions is now approved.
Order of business, special business or order, the subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Melvin Ramon G.
Honorable Benafe.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a resolution congratulating and commending the Naga City Police Office personnel headed by the City Director, Police Colonel Nelson A. Pacalso, who were involved in the significant reduction of the illegal drug supply in Naga City, Camarines Sur, and the Bicol region through the series of bypass operations in January 2023 that resulted to the arrest of high-value targets and the recovery of 2.2 kilos of shabu, valued at about 15 million pesos, thereby making a favorable impact on the peace and order situation of Naga City. Madam Chair, this is not to prove the value of shabu or the amount that was recovered. Although I have with me the annual accomplishment report of the Naga City Police Office, including the data regarding all their anti-illegal drugs operations. What we are trying to highlight here, Madam Chair, is the effort of this police personnel that brings results and affects the peace and order situation or impacts the peace and order situation and the drug situation in the city of Naga. And I would like to submit this on a joint and collective motion by the body, Madam Chair.
So on joint and collective motion, the resolution is approved. Next item. Thank you, Honorable Benafe.
The subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Antonio B. Beltran.
Honorable Beltran.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move for the passage of a resolution proposing the erection of Barangay Transparency Board for the 27 barangays of Naga City. So I move.
Pwedeng maggamit ng ibang words except erection. So on motion duly seconded. Approved. Next item. Siguro, construct na lang. Construct. Can you, another word for erection? Putting up, ano na lang. So, modify the resolution.
Putting up.
Okay. So, next item.
The request from the City Smile Vendors Association.
Request, but we have to wait for the 3 personnel who will be invited to attend the session. So this is deferred temporarily.
Unfinished business, the letter dated January 17, 2022 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for the passage of a resolution approving the supplemental annual investment plan for 20...
Pero nailing ko si Mr.
23.
Prilles, ay na. Okay, the budget officer is recognized. So any motion or would you like? Okay, we suspend the rules and ask the city budget officer to present the supplemental annual investment plan. Mr. Mendoza?
And I was asked by the city planning officer to be the one present in Sangguniang, considering that these items emanated from my office but was passed by the CDC through the assistance of the City Planning and Development Office. So let me start. Taxes, duties, and licenses amounting to 2.5 million would be for the documentary stamp tax related to the loan releases of the Development Bank of the Philippines. Kada po kaya release, may tinatag sa tuyang DST. Ini pong insurance sa buildings, para po ini sa, again related to the loan, para po ini sa building kang Pacol sa San Isidro Public Market as well as the Naga City Hospital. Ang requirement po kan DBP, all the buildings na funded kan loan should be insured. Ini pong City Net membership fee, League of Cities of the Philippines as in ULAP, ugwa na pong bill na pigpadara sa tuya, representing current year and previous years. Sa City Treasurer's Office, ini pong General Administrative and Support Services, pig-anticipate lang po may adjustment sa accountable forms and some other minor items. Service Vehicle Acquisition, may mga items pig di sa request for the supplemental AIP na service vehicle for certain offices. Kabali po dyan ang City Treasurer. Tan sabi ni Tesorera, pag na-withdraw ng kwarta, kumisan natulod ning auto. Talagang much needed na may bago sindang service vehicle. Public Safety Office, hindi po si patrol and service vehicles. Likewise, ang PSO po needed naman na rebind itong existing din ng fleet. Haluyo na po ito and also prone to breakdown. And it also includes early warning system para po sa mga calamities. Under SPA, 8 to 27 barangays, pig-anticipate bilang po na pag-year-end baga nataw kita. So ini pong 10 million request would cover any additional benefits na itatapokan city sa mga barangay, volunteers, including officials. Housing, under HSDO, San Felipe Socialized Housing Projects, ini pong just compensation para po Kibicaldo and para Kikweta, totaling 19 million. The usual capital gains tax and dock stamp, nasa 1 million. Ini pong 15% deposit, bako po ini actually para sa San Felipe, kundi para sa Pacol. Ito pong Baron property na sangunyan under, nasa court pa. Ini pong 200,000 is intended duman sa 15% deposit. Bako pa ni sa just compensation. City Population Office and CSWDO also requested for service vehicle. Tapos po ining sa City Agriculture Office, ining Earthfield, the project is related to the Balatas Urban Agriculture Development Project, dyan po ini sa may Balatas High School at Tubangan. Since lubong po ang daga, we need additional Earthfield. Si estimate po kang Suamo is around 2 million. Pero ito, bako pang topsoil. So, madagdag pakitang topsoil. Piglag may po 4 million. Actual expense would depend on actual procurement. Tapos po, duman sa urban agriculture project, malagitan ng greenhouse, mga equipment, as in iba pang mga kagamitan to promote urban agriculture technologies. And City Agriculture Office has also requested a service vehicle. Naga City Hospital, igaman po, service vehicle acquisition, 1.5 million. City Engineer's Office, hindi po sa Almeida property. Just compensation, portion of the Almeida Diversion Road, ini po si property ni Militon, halina po ining obligation ng city, uga na pong court decision for payment na 3 million. Including the usual capital gains tax, transfer, and DST, 300,000. May request po ang Barangay Libuton, may pamanggitang funding for this, pero based naman sa checklist ni Mayor, kabali po naman sa for possible inclusion. So, unjust compensation po para po Nikki Macandog, saka Marcelo, property owners, and the usual CGT and DST. People's Park and Recreation Center, dyan po ni sa Mabolo, just compensation of 16 million. And again, the usual taxes and government fees. Right of way acquisition, para po sa sanitary landfill, uga po, ito pong dagataduman from San Isidro proper to the entrance kang sanitary landfill. May mga portion duman actually private property pa.
May I ask, Alan, may kulang pa baga kitang bayad duman sa science property kay itong sanitary duman sa
San Isidro?
San Isidro. Dai pa daw bayad, nagsisingil na nga ni.
Ayun.
Garo may balance pa ang
Pagkatanda ko, inutang
may
tayo-
may letter na tabi siyang pinadara kay Mayor. Big re-request niya. Dahil pa siya bayad. Because of ito bagang may sarong lote na dahil nakapangaran sa iba. Pero naklaro na garo to. Can you look into it, Mr.
Yes po,
Mendoza?
Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Honorable Del Castillo.
In all acquisitions, pirming kabali ang capital gains tax under the National Internal Revenue Code.
Ayun,
The
sa
payment of
seller.
capital gains tax is the responsibility of the seller.
Yes, the seller.
So, last lang po, ano takita magpara assume kan responsibility which under the law. It's the seller who should assume.
Madam Chair.
If I remember, si mga past accusation ta, duman kaya sa contract, garo, nakakaduman.
Unless, Madam Chair,
Ayun,
the
nakakaso.
price is lower than the appraised value. We can incorporate the cost for capital or the amount pertaining to the capital gains tax to the purchase price. Pero bako kayang maray na in all of this, pirming nagluluwas, kita ma-assume kang capital gains tax.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mendoza.
I'm not comfortable with that, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Del Castillo.
Thank you.
Mr. Mendoza.
Thank you, Councilor Del Castillo. I just, days before I talked to the city legal officer, si paliwanag po ni Councilor Del Castillo, yun naman ang ginigibo ninda. So, kung may mga condition ang seller ng capital gains tax, i-assume kan city, that would be part of the selling price. So, given the observation, Madam Chair, we can remove that capital gains tax. But I think we can retain the amount. Anyway, that is only the annual investment program. Yes po.
So, another
Yes. Pati nga ni transfer tax, kailan kumisan may naabot sa mong voucher for transfer tax. Daw ang transfer tax, ma-receive man lang city.
Ayun. Si
At
mga
any rate-
past purchases ta kang mga lot acquisition, garo kita sinag-a-assume eh.
Ayun po.
Diba? Oo. Okay, Honorable Del Castillo.
In the amount for just compensation, we add the amount pertaining to the capital gains tax. But we should negotiate for a lower price. Because it's not good that per official records, it shows that we are assuming the cost for capital gains tax, considering that the law itself says that it's the responsibility of the seller.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Mendoza,
given the observation of Councilor Del Castillo,
haliyon mo na si capital
iyo
gain
po,
tax.
siguro the Sangguniang can amend by removing all references to capital
Yes,
gains
Madam
tax.
All the item na
On
may
the final-
capital gain
final,
tax,
on
pahaliyon
the
mo.
final copy,
In
Madam.
the final copy of the
Yeah.
resolution.
Yes
Okay.
po.
Thank you,
Thank you, Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Del Castillo. You may continue, Mr. Mendoza.
Next would be the right-of-way acquisition. Yun na po yun sa San Isidro. Right-of-way acquisition for the Bolton Multipurpose Building. Ito pong kasubago sa site. Ini pong sa access road with transfer tax and documentary stamp tax. Ini pong mga FMR, these are proposed farm-to-market roads. May ongoing pong application ng city with the Department of Agriculture for certain farm-to-market roads. Now, ang condition ninda is that ang right-of-way acquisition, okay, ang right-of-way, manasin ang problema, construction lang sa inda.
So,
So,
madakula na itong paduman sa Tiripo na tinampo.
iyo po, ini pasiring duman sa maagi sa gilid kang eskwelahan.
Kaya nga ni, sa dito baga. So, nag-purchase na kita kang ano?
Day pa po. Piglag mi lang, ta in the event na idagos,
Nagtugod
tapos may pundo
si-
kita, at isyan sa AIP.
Sarong auto lang baga ang nakakalaog duman. Ano?
Iyo po. So, number 1 is ini pong Sitio Tripon, Pacol. Number 2, San Isidro Road, Zone 7, San Isidro. Number 3 is Sitio Almeda Road to Sitio Sagrada Familia sa Pacol. Next is Yabuto Panikwason, Carolina. Next is San Isidro, Carolina Road to Sitio Caromatig. Next is Morada Ramos to Sitio Pasto, Carolina. Iyan po. So these are the proposed FMRs kang Naga City, which we have submitted to the Department of Agriculture.
Ini yung gravel bedding, parke, and landscaping sa inyan.
Dahil ko po napot si CEO Iyo man nga hapot ko.
Bedding yung landscaping na yan.
Iyo po.
Pero may mga comment na kita kayan kang
Gravel
last ano
bedding,
takong may mga
parking area.
landscaping na yan.
Baka po sa kuyan yan sa Pagcor Evacuation Center. Pero ang competent yan would be the City Engineer's Office. Ayan pong succeeding list, tali po sa INDA. At any rate, we can provide the information after this report, Madam Chair. Next would be the proposed RCBC, road concreting and grouted riprap at Zone 1, Sitio Canba, Pacol. Also, road concreting, Zone 1, Carolina, Naga City. And proposed comfort room and concrete pavement sa Calawag Elementary School. And iyan pong last would be repair of the various buildings sa City Nursery. Doon po kaya, dahil pa nakanapit yung mga repair, medyo makahirak man.
Haluyin naman to.
Tururo, saka dilapidated na.
Naralapa na baga ang iba.
Those amounts, Madam Chair, are indicative. So, during the actual procurement, mababa po yan. And dependent yan kung available ang funds. Kung di available ang funds, then that would remain stuck sa AIP.
Okay. Honorable Albios.
May I move that we also include the repair and rehabilitation of the City Veterinary Office and the abattoir, considering kang 2020 pa po yung naraot. And pig-raise man po niyo ni Dr. Elad kang during the budget hearings and also with Mr. Acabado. So, ma-direct ang City Engineer's Office for the program of works and for the inclusion of this for the annual investment plan.
So, your second. Mr. Mendoza, include the city veterinary repair and renovation of the city veterinary building.
We will, Madam Chair.
Honorable Del Rosario, you're raising your hands.
I support yung position ni Councilor Albios. Madam Chair, I'm glad na yung sa procurement ng vehicle sa Public Safety Office included na diyan sa Then also yung sa Liboton, yung multipurpose hall, yung pag-procure katong some portions of the Macandog and Marcelo properties, Councilor. Ang sir, kasi mga opisina na would also need additional mga vehicles for their mobility and for the transport ng other offices, So I suggest, Madam Chair, na ikuha kita ng sarong item dyan na procurement of other vehicles. Tangari just in case na mag-decide kita to procure ng ibang mga request, di nakabali na sa AIP.
Siguro idagdag ta naman sa City Mayor's Office.
Okay. Para
Good
para
for how many more?
Mga 2 or 3 pa sa ibang ma-request. Kasi may mga opisina, Madam Chair, pag iikot may mga request for dagdag na transport.
Tadig di sa muya
So,
nagsusurubli pero
at least kung yaon na dyan, then kita ma-amend kang si IP.
Siguro, isang niya po, ang CMO may request for 3 million. Kung additional 3, that's around 4.5, 7.5, 8. Siguro, Madam Chair, we can make it 10 million.
Yes, sir.
sige.
Thank you, madam. So, an item for that should be
So
included.
additional for the veterinary repair and renovation building, and then the additional for the vehicles.
One item, Madam Chair. Dahil ko lang, kung kabali naman si Nagkapundo for yung assistance na sa Metro Naga Development Council, Sir Frank. Baka mayo pa din.
Yes.
Pero dahil kabali.
The budget for Metro Naga as approved by the Sangguniang was 500,000. Pero si Urulay po kang Metro Naga members, based sa formulang piga agrihan, kulang kitang siguro 300 or another 500. So, may I propose with the indulgence of the Sangguniang?
We also include that,
We
madam.
also
Yes,
include
1
that.
million
So
siguro
3
po.
additional
To 1 million pesos. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Del Rosario. Honorable Del Castillo.
Madam Chair, and removal of the
Capital
word capital gain. I move that we pass the necessary resolution approving this supplemental annual investment program to include what we have discussed this morning.
If I may, Madam Chair,
Mr. Mendoza.
pigbid po itong auto na kang City Hospital, may pending sa muyang for publication. Ang amount is around 2 million. Ta type 2 ambulance ang babakalon nila for the new Naga City Hospital. Bako
So we
pang
include that, Madam Chair.
So 10
Yes,
plus 2.
para
Ayo po.
sararuan ng approval.
Ayo.
Okay.
We add 2 million pesos.
Ayo po.
2 million,
Type
2.5 million.
Siguro 2.5. Anyway,
2.5
maaga
million.
na sa
Idagdag
procurement.
manggiraray.
As item under purchase of vehicle
For Naga City Hospital.
for Naga City Hospital, and, the other offices
The
that
other offices that
the Honorable Del
will
Rosario have
request.
mentioned, Madam Chair.
Likewise, if I may, Madam Chair, ini pong General Administrative Services for CTO, ang amount po na ilagme is 1 million. Pero upon review ko niya na agad, tapig pa-review ko, kulang 200,000. So with the indulgence again of the SP, kung piling gibon ming additional na gibon ng 1.2 instead of 1 million.
Instead of 1 million. So with the following inclusion.
Idaragdag na gabos, Madam Chair, si gabos na addition, tangarig in today's approval, kabali na.
Kabali na siya. So with the following inclusions.
Yes, with that, Madam Chair, I move that we pass a resolution approving the supplemental annual investment program with all the inclusions as discussed this morning.
Okay. Awesome. Carried. The resolution is approved. Thank you, Mr. Mendoza. Rules are now resumed. Next item. Mr. Gumba is already around. How about the market superintendent? Nasabihan
Not
ba?
yet around, Madam Chair.
Not yet around. So we will wait for the market superintendent and kung may number ka mo ni market superintendent, baka pwede na nindong ma-apudan. Next item.
The committee report to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
Where's Honorable Kylie Trifulca? Chair of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
Acknowledgement of my report, Madam Chair.
Your report is acknowledged.
The Committee on Youth and Sports Development hearing was held last January 11, 2023, and there was a quorum. One business or one item for the hearing, the proposed ordinance authored by this representation entitled an ordinance establishing a system for the annual Naga Inter-Barangay Sports Fest with guidelines and penalties and appropriating funds therefore, and creating a sports trust fund. May I proceed directly to the disposition,
You
Madam
may
Chair?
proceed.
On motion of Honorable Del Rosario, duly seconded, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palungsod to await for the revised copy of the draft ordinance and request a written comment from Attorney PJ Barosa. The committee chair set this for another committee hearing on next Wednesday, January 18, 2023.
Another committee hearing will be scheduled on Honorable Del Rosario.
There's another report, Madam Chair. This is the
So
first
there's
report.
another report. So that ends your report?
This ends my report.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Tarifulca. Next item.
The second revision of the proposed ordinance of Honorable Hildy Rosales establishing mechanisms to promote energy efficiency and conservation.
Honorable Rosales.
Madam Chair, last session I have already thoroughly discussed the provisions of this proposed ordinance. There have not yet... Oh no. Okay.
Bako yan.
Iba man pala niya.
Iba.
This is pending, Madam Chair, with the Committee on Laws and Ordinances.
Committee on Laws.
And Environment.
Committee on Laws and Ordinances. Good morning, Attorney Rosales. Garwalo ka pa. So, Committee on Laws. Next item.
The letter dated January 17, 2023 of Engineer Rolly Campillos of its SDO.
This is with the Housing Committee. Next item.
The endorsement dated January 12, 2023 from the Honorable City Mayor endorsing the copy of the proposed deed of donation to be executed by the city in favor of the Camarines Sur Jail Provincial Administrator's Office involving various office supplies and equipment. The Mayor is requesting for authority.
Bako may mga questions kita ka iniyo.
For this purpose, Your Honors,
Yes, during the last session.
we invited
Yeah,
we invited the city administrator on this
but
matter.
he is not yet around, so we deferred first. Deferred. Next item. Honorable Del Rosario.
Ba?
So we go back to item
We
number...
go back to yung
Okay,
Naga Smiles.
item
Number 5 of the new business, the undated letter of Mr. Efren T. Perez, City Smile Vendors Association President, requesting for their group to be allowed to sell Valentine's gift items at Kinastillohan from February 8 to 15.
So, Honorable Castillo.
Request Sermon Florendo to Sermon regarding the request of the City Smile Vendors Association for the use of Kinastillohan.
There's Mr. Rules are suspended. There's Mr. Florendo. There's a request from the City Smile Vendor Association requesting that they be allowed to sell Valentine's gift items at Kinastillohan Street, Barangay Tinaga. From February 8 to February 15. February 15, but as stated also by the chair of the Committee on Rules, there's also a request from the Philippine National Bank, ang February 15 to 17 man. February 15 to 17 of PNB. Honorable Albios? To request.
Considering that there is also a request for the Philippine National Bank to use the Kinastillohan Road on February 15 to 17, I think pwede tayo mapagbigyan ang City Smile Vendors Association instead of 8 to 15, February 10 to 14 until evening only para pag 15 pwede na po itong sa Philippine National Bank.
Okay, Mr. Florendo, duwa kaya nagre-request na gamiton ng Kinastillohan. So we, the Honorable Del Castillo would like to get your opinion with regards to the request.
Good morning po, Honorable Chair and members of the Sangguniang Panglusod. I understand po na regular man po sila nagre-request kayang February and iba pang sarong season. So, I myself at the Naga City People's Mall post no opposition. But ang pirmi mo pong pakiulay kay itong mga taga-merkado publiko, really po tanso period. Tas hindaman po nagsiseasonal man sa laog kang merkado publiko. So I would agree to Councilor Doc Albios na itong February 10 to 14.
10 to 14.
I think that will be agreeable to the stallholders and vendors at the Naga City People's Mall. Ta medyo nakukumpintisyan silang maray ta kung yaon sa kinastilyuan si iba nilang kairibanan. Nakulang maring epekto sa inda pong benta. Opo. Mr. Chair, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Florendo. Honorable Del Castillo.
Endorsement of the mayor. My note, the mayor. If allowed, not missy February 13 to 15. So considering na may nagre-request man na Madam Chair na magamit 15, gipunta lang 12 to 14. Compromise. Para dahil man malunggabi ang maray si mga taga-market as mentioned by Mr. Florindo na nagrereklamo man ang mga taga-market na karon ako unfair competition man sa inda.
Okay,
Para mapaundrahan gabos.
Oh, but there's a motion of the Honorable Albios that it will be February 10 to 14. Ika man, ang suggestion mo is February 13.
Yes, because of the endorsement of the mayor, Madam Chair.
Because the mayor maybe doesn't know yet of the request of the Philippine National Bank. Baka daing naram. Okay.
I'm just
Yes.
toying with the endorsement coming from the mayor, Madam.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Del Castillo. Honorable Albios.
Yes, Madam Chair, I understand na igong request for February 15 to 17 ang Philippine National Bank. So that's why I am proposing na instead kang request kang City of Smiles vendor na 8 to 15, gibo na lang pong 10 to 14. So by 14 evening, nabakit na nindang area para pag 15, naka-ready naman ang PNB. Ang pigahabol po kay kang Naga City Smile vendors, itong weekends man po na February 11 and 12 para mas maray man po ang benta ninda.
And besides, sa note man po baga ni Mayor, if allowed. So ang ano is, the decision is to the sa Sangguniang Panglunsod. So there's a proposal of the Honorable Albios that they be allowed from February 10 to 14. But another suggestion from the Honorable Del Castillo is February 13 to 12 to 14. But let's also get the opinion of Mr. Rene Gumba. Thank you, Mr. Florendo.
Madam Chair, we will abide by the suggestion of the Mayor, but we will leave the discretion to the Sanggunian. Nonetheless, let me emphasize the first point, that is, we ensure that the booth that will be set up will not be messy. Naobserbaran po kaya ka mga nakaaging fair sa plaza na trapal so ginagaramit. So we would demand a more uniform presentation of stalls and the lighting also of the area. Maybe with the support of the GSD or any other office of our city, so that there will be a better presentation of the area, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gumbas. So you are posing no objection, provided that it will be well lighted and presentable to the public. Honorable Perez.
Tama po itong observation ni Mr. Gumba na dahil nga that's a trade, ang ating special trade fair, kaya dapat neat and orderly ang presentation. Unlike talaga itong Christmas na hiling tayo itong buyan, mga taps duman na garo naging pagkapura si kagayon na loob ng plaza because of that. Although we understand na at that time, oranon po. But just the same, dapat po ilintay na presentable po ang anuman ay pipresenta sa plaza. Ang plaza ta po, showcase hanggang Naga. And I think February 13 to 14 would not be very viable para po duman sa mga sellers. Garo lugi man sindang maray with their preparations, tatanta lang sinda ning 13 and 14 to transact business. I would go with February 10 to 14 kung mayo man pong kaulangan sa February 10.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Perez. So, Honorable Albios? Ay, Honorable Del Rosario.
Ma'am, ihapot ko lang po, sisang opisinang in charge sa pag-regulate sa SAINDA. Who will be the main office or the lead office na regulate sa SAINDA? Para pag-implement ka ng mga gusto kang Office of the Mayor and the Sanggunian, masunod din data. Ini mga vendors na ni Madam Chair, masunod man lang ini kung anong kukuyanta. So as far as yung pagburugtak ng trapal, kalinigan, ang arena opisina ang main office or in charge na pwede tang itasking. Market? Oh.
Market. Ayun, nag-handle kang kaya parts, sa mga parts.
Anyway, yaon man, Madam Chair, si City Administrator. Siguro si City Administrator na lang ang bahala man
Okay, we recognize the presence of the City Administrator, Elmer Valdemoro. So, can we get your opinion as to who will manage the putting up of the stalls and everything? Honorable Valdemoro, Mr. Valdemoro.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Marinaga po sa Gabos. Regarding po sa management, ito po kayang city parks, sinda lang itong nagme-maintain on the upkeep and cleanliness of the area. But pertaining to the management, kayang mga stall and operation, maybe I suggest it should be the MEPO. Dahil mas sinda ito nakakaaram pertaining dyan sa mga araw kayo na activity.
Sa kung si maano kang bayad, di ba?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Sinda man ang everyday na yaon.
So, if I may request to Sir Montlorendo na sinda itong mag-manage for that activity.
So, MEPO will be the one in charge.
Yes, Madam Chair.
So, iyo sinda ang ma-report sa to. Honorable.
Sa pagkaintindi ko, Madam Chair, ang MEPO. So, MEPO Market Enterprise Castillo 1, the Management Office. So, sinda na ang in charge. Okay, that's nice. That's good. So, kabali na po ang pag-manage sinda sa Kinastilyon. Specifically for Valentine's Day. Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable De Rosario. Thank you, Mr. Valdemoro. Honorable Albios.
Na-observe lang po last December, naging message siya dahil nagdakol si mga paratinda duman sa may party kang PNB, sa may Mercury, drug. So, we asked the PSO na kung mapapwede magpadara ng tao kasi kang December daw po duman sa Plaza Rizal, igwan mga nagtarinda. So, mas maray po kung igwang tao duman para ma-prevent si matarinda duman sa Plaza Rizal and within the vicinity. Thank you, Madam Chair.
So, the PSO will also be in charge of the upkeep and itong para dahil magkaigwa ng makanuso na sitwasyon. Okay, Honorable Vidal.
Madam Chair, I support the suggestion of Kagawad Joe Perez na dapat 10 to 14. Kung diliputan man, lugi man sinda.
That suggestion came from the Honorable Albios na pinagduwahan ni
Perez. Kaya I support the suggestion of these two guys.
So,
dahil ma'am, lugi
motion.
man taga kung duwang aldaw lang o tulong aldaw.
Okay.
Dahil itong preparation kay itong mga store, tapos sa removal, it will consume several
You
hours.
make the motion na.
Big motion na ma'am ni...
Big motion. There was no second.
Big motion na big second na ni Joe Perez.
No,
I just support, Madam Chair.
So, on motion of Honorable Albios, duly seconded by Honorable Perez. So approved. Thank you, Mr. Mr. Rene and Mr. Mon Florendo for attending today's session. So thank you. Yun na po, approve na kamo. And also to the Smile Vendors Association. So next item.
The endorsement dated January 12, 2023.
Ay, anong matter itong which involves the presence of the city administration? Can we go back to that item?
The endorsement
go
dated
back?
January 12, 2023 from the city mayor endorsing a copy of the proposed deed of
Item
donation
number 5 of the unfinished
in
business.
favor of Camarines Sur Jail Provincial Administrator's Office.
Mr. Baldemoro.
Madam Chair, Marinaaga Liwat, pertaining to this donation to the BGMP, siguro, Madam Chair, may I suggest that instead the deed of donation named under the Camarines Sur Jail Provincial Administrator's Office be it renamed to Naga City District Jail.
Tama yung nakitang jurisdiction sa province.
But on the background, Madam Chair, ang Naga City District Jail po kaya may tulunang nag-oopisina dyan. Kang binanga po si male and female dorm, nagkaigwa na ning duwang opisina, plus ini pong supervisor ninda, the BGMP Provincial Director, dyan man po nag-oopisina. So, yaon po dyan ang provincial office kang BGMP. Kaya, tulong opisina na po ang yaon dyan. So, siguro po, being the highest ranking official, ang yaon man dyan sa satuyang district jail, kaya pigpangaran sa Camarines Sur Jail Provincial Administrator's Office. But may I suggest, Mr. Chair, tagaro dai maray na andangog na nagdudunar kita sa provincial jail, which in fact, bako man po ni itong provincial jail. Dahil ang provincial jail ta po, itong sa
partido.
Tinangis Penal Farm. Ini po, ang provincial jail ta po, for the interest of the public, ang provincial jail ta po, itong sa Tinangis Penal Farm. Ini pong yaon sa to, BGMP po ni. However, yaon po kaya dyan nag-oopisina, itong provincial director kang BGMP. But for the purposes of the deed of donation, may I suggest, Madam Chair, to change it to Naga City District Jail, since ang signatory man po digdi, the jail warden, si jail Inspector Jerome Guerrero. And regarding po digdi sa mga equipment and item na for donation, iyo po ni itong kabali duman sa financial assistance tang ini-extend sa BGMP annually. So gusto lang po na magkaigwaman ning record ang BGMP pertaining duman sa mga item na purchase ninda with regards duman sa allocation ta. Thank you, Madam.
Mr. Baldemoro. Honorable Del Castillo.
Will go through the Naga City, District Jail. Lumayo ng kong querying iba, Madam Chair, because that's my point last regular session, that we should not give to the Camarines or jail management, BGMP Camarines Sur, because pag-araw kayan, sakop niya si Libmanan, si Pukot, and other areas in Camarines Sur. Bako siyang exclusive for Naga City District Jail. So, malinaw, Madam Chair, the donation will be in favor of the Naga City District Jail. So with that, Madam Chair, I move that we grant the mayor an authority to donate supplies and equipment to the Naga City District Jail.
Any second? Okay, approved. Thank you, Mr. Valdemoro. Honorable Del Rosario, may question ka pa?
Yes, Madam Chair. I'll take this opportunity, yaon si Administrator Valdemoro, to enlighten the Sanggunian about yung recent appointments or designations made by the City Mayor for our information also. Can we have a recitation from Mr. Valdemoro, yung mga newly designated na officers of the city?
Madam Chair, may pigtaw po kong copy of the Administrative Order Number 2023-001 issued by the City Mayor designating certain official of the City Government of Naga as acting head of certain department. On that AO, Madam Chair, this representation, aside from the acting executive director of the Naga City Children's Office, I was also designated as acting executive director of the Ginhawang Nagenyo program. Another, Madam Chair, just to continue the services of Mr. Frank Mendoza as acting head of the City Agriculturist Office. Next, Madam Chair, to Attorney Paul Jan Barosa, aside from the acting secretary to the mayor, he was also designated as acting head of ESO. And Mr. Roel Oliver, the acting director, executive director of the Naga City Investment Board. Same with Engineer Canning as acting department head of the CEO. Sir Bob Orsua, acting program director of iGovernance program. Mr. Hernani Soron, the acting executive director of the BSTC. Our assistant city treasurer, may pa po kayang naluwas na appointment niya. So, she was still designated as acting treasurer. Ma'am Ruby Singson, the acting city accountant. And Mr. Jose Marie Ojeda as acting assistant department head of the City Accounting Office, and Mr. Nol Gisalba, the acting HR head, and also, Madam Chair, Mr. Johan De La Rosa as acting assistant HR head, acting CRO community relations officer, and acting chief of office of the City Youth Development Office. And Mr. Roderick Reforzado, since we assigned Mr. Mongoso at MNWD, he served as concurrent head of the Metro Peso, aside from the chief of office of the Bicol Central Station and also the director of the Naga City Migrant Resource Center. Mr. Alex Santos, Madam Chair, was retained as Chief of Office of the Arts, Culture, and Tourism Office. Mr. Ansel Manyo as Chief of Office of the City Procurement Office. Sir Jim Reblando as the Program Director of OSCA. And Mr. Hubert Brocales, now the Acting Executive Director of the Metro Naga Development Council. That's the composition, Madam Chair, of the Administrative Order Number 2023-001.
Honorable Del Rosario.
Mr. Valdemoro, sir, yung ENRO natin retain si Engineer Canning as ENRO head. Concurrent capacity niya lang yung sa City Engineer's Office ba?
Yes, Madam Chair. Engineer Canning is the ENRO head, and at the same time, concurrent head of the City Engineer's Office.
May concern lang kayo, Madam Chair, sa ENRO. Ito bagang mga pag-purchase ka itong measure kang sa mga mariribok na motorsiklo. Itong sa nuisance, Kasi for several years po, Madam Chair, may fund na kita kato sa annual budget dahil lang ng mabakal gamit. So, dahil ko aram kung aram kang office head na may budget siya, dahil niya lang na babakal, or no oversight, dahil niya lang na hiling. So, kay puwanta ni Madam Chair, because grabe ang perwisyo kang mga mariribok na motorsiklo.
Mariribok, sa atubangan nilang, grabe.
Lalo na pag matangang banggi, maagi sa tungod nindo, mariribok, ang local government, city government of Naga may funding for the purchase of yung pang measuring sa mararibok na motor, and yet they na procure. Ano ang problema? So we call the attention through the city administrator. We call the attention of the head of ENRO. May division man siya dyan kung paano niya
Paano madadakop talaga yan? Ito bagang ordinary motor, tapos kakaaganin din itong garo, ang tanog, intero.
As a matter of fact, Madam Chair, yung pag-modify mo lang kang motor is already a violation.
Iyo, grabe.
So, kuya na yan. That's the
Paano
task of...
ma-apprehend yan? Especially duman, as sinasabi mo,
That's
pagbanggit.
the task of the PNP and the PSO. Pero yung pang-modify, Madam Chair, okay lang yan. Kung per se, although violation na yan. Ang nakaka-perwisyong maray dyan, itong ribok.
Itong garo may karera. Garo,
Yes po, yes
mga
po.
duwa, tulobaga nagkakarera.
Ngunyan, igual na kitang pambakaling gamit para dyan, and yet dahil na procure, ano ang problema? Taday na babakal yan. Kulang ba ang budget? Sobrado ang budget? Maying nababakal na equipment? Tangarig na ang Sangguniang Palunsod dahil magparaasa na kaya bang i-implement ni o dahil. Kasi sa perwisyo, grabe ang perwisyo.
Grabe talaga ang perwisyo.
So yun ang Madam Chair, Administrator, bastonerohon niya si mga involved na mga personnel tangarig na magtaon ng report sa Satuya. Dahil taman tinatawadan, Madam Chair, ang kakayahan ni Engineer Canning, pero siguro dapat pabilison si mga proseso sa loob ng opisina niya as ENRO head. Lalo na niya na igwasan ng additional designation. So I hope na Mr. Baldemoro.
Yes, yes, Madam Chair, we will direct the ENRO head for the purchase of the said equipment.
Thank you. Any other comment, Honorable Del Castillo?
Tuturog po on 2009, may implementar manggiraray. I am the author of that ordinance, but I'm really sad na 2010 igwana ang appropriation for the purchase of audiometer. Pero dahil ko aram kung nakabakal na o dai pa, we allocated previously 120,000 pesos for the purchase of audiometer sometime in 2010. Dahil ko aram kung nakabakal na, nag-appropriate giraray. So I'm glad na eventually that anti-noise ordinance will now be implemented religiously, Madam Chair. And with that, Madam Chair, I move that we take a break.
Before the break, Honorable Del Rosario. Iyot at 10:35 na.
Relax lang pa di. Igwa pa.
10:35 na.
Madam Chair, last two concerns na lang. Ito po kayang mga this pertains also to culture and arts. Paki-scroll daw tabi din duman sa last page. Ito pong piratabi, Sir Elmer, Mr. Baldemoro, yung personnel kang Arts, Culture and Tourism Office.
I don't know the exact number, Madam Chair, but I think more than 10 employees of the ACTO.
Siguro ining more than 10 na ni, baka may mga training man sa pag-entertain ng mga bisita kang city or yung pangkaro tourist guide, Madam Chair.
Big toucher nga ni.
Oo. Kasi Madam Chair, yung mga taga Alaminos, Pangasinan, yung pag-igdi, ang advice dyan sa ACTO, maghanap na lang daaning private na tourist guide. So, nadidipit ang purpose kang pag-create kang ACTO.
So, nahilingin doon si pagdumanta sa Kalamba. Magayon nun si entertainment. Magayon si...
So, baka kayo po na i-review ta. We request na i-review kang Office of the City Mayor through the City Administrator ang functions and kang si Arts, Culture and Tourism Office. Grabe ang potentials na, Madam Chair, sa tourism ta. Is that only counting the number of visitors na nagiging sa Naga? Sa mga, madali man lang yan makuha eh. Sa mga hotels, makuha ka lang ng data. You can say na yun yung sinag-aagi sana. Pero pag igdininda, ano ang ginigibo kang city para mag-enjoy sinda kang pag-stay? Paano ta sinda piga-guide sa mga tourist spots ta? Sa mga taigdi sa Naga City. So, yan ang kwenta.
So, to request...
So, retained si Mr. Alex Santos.
Yes, Madam Chair.
So, retained siya sa... So, hopefully, ma-address. Otherwise, Madam Chair, kung dainin din ni ma-address, iba pang mga concerns, I will move na ang ACTO i-under na lang sa city administrator for close supervision para mas malinaw ang trabaho sa.
Naulay ko under the
Okay lang?
Honorable Perez.
So if the body would agree, I move, Madam Chair, na yung full supervision ng ACTO be given to the city administrator.
Madadagdagan pala ng ano ni...
That's join the collective motion. Dahil pa dyan kabali, Madam Chair, itong 3 years na study sa monumento, ha?
Okay, thank you,
So,
Honorable
on joint
Del
and collective
Rosario.
motion, Madam Chair, I move that we task na yung full functions of the ACTO be transferred to the, we request to the city
to
mayor.
request the city mayor. Tamigwa na siyang administrative order eh. So, we ask the city mayor. So, thank you, Mr. Baldemoro, and we take a break.